Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mind X Muscle podcast. It's Nikki.
It's Eleanor, and today we have a special guest. So today we have a dedicated bodybuilder, experienced coach, and entrepreneur who works full-time outside of the fitness and bodybuilding space, however, continues to make his mark in the fitness industry. From building physiques to building brands, Nick brings a result-driven approach to everything he does. He's also known for his work in the peptide and performance optimization space, helping people explore advanced strategies to elevate their health and physique goals. The one thing Nick is primarily on this podcast for, however, is his ability to navigate his relationship and prep with our amazing Nikki.
Yep.
Yay!
Well, thanks for being here, babe.
Yeah,
Are you excited to be with us?
I live here, so it's easy. It's easy for me.
Just come downstairs. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk a little bit about everything.
Yay.
Kind of give people some insight.
I guess you've never been on a podcast before, right?
No, it's the first time. Yeah, I popped my cherry.
Wow.
I guess.
You'll do
I
great.
feel-
Don't worry.
Wait, I feel like people need an introduction about you and what you do because you kind of dabble in everything.
The competing front, I guess I've been competing since 20 on and off. Off, I guess, was during COVID. That was a little bit strange times there. So competing since 2018 in terms of myself and what I do. I've been doing hair. I was a barber hairstylist since I was 16 years old. So I've been doing that up until COVID. COVID came. Everyone kind of had to change their lives around to fit the new narrative. So I got into recruitment. Was doing that for quite a while. Recently, both paths kind of crossed. I had an opportunity where I could get back into hair through Pure Athletics in Barrie here. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I'm definitely business minded. Anything I can get my hands in, I'm usually in it. But the main thing about all of the things I do is they're geared towards helping people. So like, cutting hair, making people feel good about themselves, the recruitment, helping them get a better job, better security, better future. And then regarding like peptides and coaching, just all around better health.
And you're so good at all those things too. And you're so ADHD, but in the best way.
Yeah.
And when I tell people, like, if they ask about you, like what you do, whatever, I say, like, you're so ADHD, so you thrive doing all of these things. Like, you'll be cutting hair and you're like taking a phone call with like a client or a candidate, and you're just like, without taking notes, like you just know how to manage and do so many things, but you keep such a good like mindset about, like, you don't get flustered, you don't get grumpy, like you handle it really well. But I'm sure that you kind of do at times. But
Get a little bit, that. I can get
yeah,
a little
but
bit.
for the most part, like it's inspiring because I wouldn't be able to do that.
Thanks. Yeah, no, definitely. I do have ADD, but it only took me until maybe I was a couple years ago to really actually be able to use it for good and to be able to multitask properly. Otherwise, if you have ADD or something like that, and you never finish what you start. So
Yes.
that's the main thing, right? Like that's something my dad taught me when I was little. If you're gonna start something, you gotta finish it. You gotta see it through. So, people with ADD could start 10 things at once, but how many of them are you finishing is the real.
Yeah, what are you actually accomplishing or actually getting done? Like, you feel busy and productive, but you actually finish nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
It's so funny because I feel like me and Nick have such a similar personality because of my ADHD that
Yeah, you guys do.
Nikki's is like the calming agent between us.
Yeah.
Never mind. She's got it too. She's got a little touch of it too.
I'm not
I
perfect
don't know
in
if
that
you've seen our
department.
kitchen lately, but she's ADD. She got like 17 breads going at once.
My God, she really does. This morning, she calls me. She's like, I'm making banana bread and English muffins and sourdough and cookies. I don't know. You always have something.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's so fun. So yeah, we all have it, I guess. We thrive in
Yeah,
it.
but the one like thing that we wanted to have you on the podcast for is I kind of wanted to break down like one, you have been competing for a long period of time. You have been competing when you were in other relationships, and I find that nowadays a lot of people don't really know how to navigate being in a relationship while competing. I think you got really lucky with Nikki, if I'm being completely honest.
I'd like to say so. Just kidding.
But we got like a lot of questions, and I kind of wanted you to break down kind of like how you guys navigated I guess, your prep? Because last year, like in 2025, you basically started competing when you guys started dating.
Yeah, and you did 4 shows.
Mhm.
So there was like a few weeks when we first started dating that you weren't in prep, you're kind of getting ready for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
The work party and stuff like
yeah,
that.
so like that was good, but then yeah, 4 shows. So you did FUODs in May, and then Toronto in June, and then we were in Pittsburgh in September. Is that September? Yeah. And then Vegas was October.
Pittsburgh was August, and then Vegas was October. Yeah. So
Yeah, and whoever watches this podcast video form, you can probably see the previous videos, all of the medals on my wall. Um, those are not all mine. 4 of them are mine. Those are all Nick's.
yeah,
So
been a lot.
yeah, he's been down the bodybuilding route a lot longer than I have and experienced a lot more than I have.
So if you guys want to kind of take us through, like, after you guys met and you said, "Okay, we're going to be in a relationship," you found out he's actually starting prep. When was that? February, March? When he started prep?
Probably just
That was
like February, maybe like
yeah,
February.
beginning of February.
Okay, but I remember, so Nick was still going out on like date nights every week. So
Yeah,
you
we were
guys still
still.
had that social aspect of it.
Yeah, yeah. At the
Yeah.
beginning, it was pretty lenient. Like I had probably my cheat meal once a week, I think.
Yeah, because you were in a pretty good spot starting your prep. So you're like your previous coach, like you can get into that a bit too, but he had you having a cheat meal still every week for quite a like
Up until show day.
yeah, pretty much until show day. So it was nice. We would kind of just navigate our date nights based on that, and we would just do something or not, right? Like dates don't have to be food related either. Like there's so many other things that we've done
Yeah, we go to the
together.
spa. Go to the spa a lot.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Bowling,
Yeah, bowling.
like nights out like that.
Movies a lot.
The movies, the Galaxy, old school, or just at home chilling, like watching a show or just playing a game or something.
No, definitely it was definitely important to me, especially at the beginning of our relationship, to get some of those date nights and experiences. Not, I don't want to say out of the way or done, but to at least experience them before it was gonna buckle down and not be able to do them as frequently.
I think too, June was Toronto, the second show you did that year. And then after that, we went to Mexico.
Yeah, I had a little break.
Yeah. So you had a break between Toronto and
And
Pittsburgh. So you're able to take a little bit of a break,
Yeah.
reverse a bit, and then go into Pittsburgh.
Oh, I think another thing you guys forgot to mention is that when you guys were doing like date nights at home, because a lot of people ask, like, what kind of date nights can you do at home? Just watch TV. Like, sometimes that's boring. But like, Nick, you did that pottery thing where you brought like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's a date night that a lot of people wouldn't even think of doing, but it's the point of these date nights. And Nikki said this, not everything has to do with food. Sometimes it's just doing an activity together, just being together. Sometimes
we
watching
play
TV is boring.
play a lot of Yahtzee too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Play Yahtzee.
And there are some nights where you just sit on the couch and like literally do nothing. But like phones away, we're like talking, we're like connecting in different ways. Like it's not just like sitting at home.
But also too, another thing is like at the beginning of I didn't always live in Barrie.
Yeah.
I didn't move here till after
Yeah.
till after Pittsburgh. So I had from January to August. So every time we hung out kind of felt like a date night, regardless of doing nothing, because I was making the trip to Barrie. I was bringing prints, I bringing my stuff, bringing a little pack bag. So it was always kind of a date night.
Yeah. I totally forgot that you guys, in my head, I'm like, it's Nick and Nikki. Like, they've lived together forever.
It feels like it, Frank. It's so true. Like when you're with the right person, it feels like you've been together forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't think a lot of people know this, but I remember one day, like, Nikki calls me and she's like, "Hey, so I'm dating this guy." And I'm like, "Wait, what? Like 2 weeks ago, you weren't dating anyone. I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. Like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And then she's just like, "I don't know. I just know." And then she tells me that they had like a really great first date. She's like, "When you know, you know." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. And
So-
here we are.
And here we are. So for all my single people out there, it's possible. It's possible.
There's hope.
There's hope. Also, Nick has been referred to as the golden retriever boyfriend.
You literally
I don't know how
anybody.
it feels.
You're my golden retriever.
I don't know.
It's a good thing.
Well,
Is it?
it's a good thing, yeah, because you know how like you're very easy to get along with, like everybody just likes you, like you're just easily a likable person. You don't have hate. You always try to help people. like golden retrievers at heart are just very loving animals, and you're just like a very loving person. So there's like the golden retriever boyfriend, and then there's like Nikki's not a black cat, but then there's like the black cat girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm like in the middle.
What's a black cat girlfriend mean?
Yeah, a black cat is like, leave me
You don't want to get
alone, don't talk to me.
don't cross in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
No, I
yeah.
love that about you though. Like you're just keep good energy all around and just good vibes.
I try to.
And keep everyone together and everyone's always like you always have a smile. Like you're always so happy. And I love that. Okay.
Undaunted Attire is a one-of-a-kind athletic wear made for comfort, movement, and confidence. Gear that stays secure, feels good, and lets you focus on your training, not your clothing.
Designed for the people who show up, stay consistent, and keep moving forward. Undaunted Attire for the fearless. Use code Nikki or Eleanor at checkout.
So
But we did have some quick fire for you.
yeah.
Or
the
I
quick
had,
fire.
sorry, I
forgot
had some
about
quick
that.
fire for you guys.
Ooh,
Let me pull it
okay.
up. And then we can start with all the questions. But I kind of just wanted to give everyone a rundown about like your relationship, how you guys kind of got into everything. Cause
Why don't you talk about how we met?
yeah, how'd you guys,
Yeah. Okay.
do I know this?
So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was living in Toronto, obviously, and then I had a buddy of mine that was a neighbor and lived like 2 floors down from me. We'd go to the gym all the time, and then we're sick of Pure and Burlington and everything around us, so we started going to AK just out of the
For a little road trip.
yeah, a little road trip.
And you've always worked from home. Like you can just like
Yeah,
make your time.
yeah. So like, anyways, we get to AK, and one day I saw Nikki, and she was wearing like gray track pants, hoodie, New York hat.
I love how you remember everything in detail. I look
Yeah.
like Adam Sandler. Okay, basically.
But I could, I could see like, I'm not gonna lie, like I just saw her butt from afar, and I was like, whoa.
You
She's
know
not
it's
hiding
real when you
nothing.
can see
Yeah,
the
she's not
ass and the
hiding nothing
sweatpants.
there. And I didn't even really do anything. I just kind of, I don't even know if we made eye contact like that. Maybe we did.
Maybe not the first.
Not the first time. I think we looked over at each other once or twice, and then, what did you think of me?
God, this is a funny story.
I didn't say anything to her. I was actually I was just in prep at that time. I'm pretty sure because
Are you?
yeah, because I was starting to get lean and shit like that. So I was like starting to feel myself.
Starting to feel myself. So yeah, I can definitely tell that you're feeling yourself that day because so I noticed you because I've been going to AK since they opened, right? So like when you see someone that's new or that you've been seeing before, I'm like, oh, like this guy's new. Like wonder where he's from or what he's doing here, kind of thing. But like I'm training, I don't care. Like I don't pay attention, right? So I just keep doing my thing. But then I looked over and I was like, oh, that guy's kind of cute or whatever. And then I look over again and like you're posing in the mirror, like doing your front pose. And I'm like, no, no. I'm like, no,
Yeah, but
And
we
then-
didn't say anything to each other. We still didn't talk at this point. Nothing.
no.
She just already had an image of me. She already.
I was like, oh, he's like one of those like bodybuilder guys, like coming here and flexing in the mirror. I'm like, what the hell? And I remember one
Thinks
of my
he's all
friends.
that.
Yeah. And then I went to one of my friends, Jess, after, and I was like, oh my God, look at that guy. Like, stop that. Like, what are you doing? Kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like giving off those vibes. So at first I was like, oh God, like,
Yeah, so I didn't even talk to her. But then when I got home, I think the following day, um, we had a mutual friend without knowing, Jaden, her coach, my coach now too. Um, so he had reposted something that she had posted, and I was like, "Oh,
that's her.
that's the girl from the gym," because I didn't know her name. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything.
He just knew my check.
So
Yes.
then, yeah, and then so he posted that, and right away I clicked her profile, and DM'd her.
He slid in the
So-
DMs.
Slid in
He
the
slid in the
DMs.
DMs.
And then from there, we kind of just planned to see each other at the gym. We didn't even really work out that one time. We just was like, yo, I'm going at this time, you're going at that time. And we kind of just,
See you there, kind of
yeah,
thing.
just
Yeah.
saw each other. And then we talked by the bench press. I remember that. And then you were talking to me and Kyle and stuff like that.
And what I liked too, like when we were talking, it was nothing like gym or bodybuilding related. What are you training? Oh, nice legs. Like I hate that. It was more of like a genuine conversation and like I forget exactly what it was we were talking about, but I just remember it being like, oh my God, like this guy seems like actually nice and like genuine. And we didn't talk about my legs or what I'm training or the gym or like nothing like that. And it was really refreshing. So yeah, I think
It
that
wasn't
was
about
on
your
a
body.
yes.
Yeah, so that was I don't know, maybe like the Wednesday or something like that. And then I had asked Nikki to on a date on that for that following Monday. We were gonna go work out and go to the spa. And she said yeah, she was down for that. Now we're getting into the weekend and I wasn't doing nothing. We're supposed to hang out that Monday and I was just messaged her and was like, what are you doing? Do you want to hang out? And I didn't think she was gonna say yeah. She called my bluff. She's like, yeah, I'm down. So she ended up coming to my place before the original first date was planned. So like 2 or 3 days before. I remember she pulled up to my place and we both were in that white jacket. We both hopped in the
You
car.
remember that
Yep.
outfit too?
Both hopped in the car, went to the underground, brought her back up, and we had a few drinks. We were just talking a little bit, this and that. And then yeah. Found our way down to the hot tub in the pool at my condo. And again, we were being good. We are just chilling, talking.
We were being good.
I didn't even really touch you at that point like
No.
that.
I
No, we're
didn't
chilling.
touch you.
I didn't. I was keeping my
I was a
respect.
respectable man.
Yeah.
And that's also what like drew
Oh
me
yeah. There's another thing to this story. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that's happening. We're in the pool. We're in the hot tub. Then we go to the pool to cool off. And the pool I think shut down at like 10:30. So it's like 10:33, and we're in the pool. And then it's just like, and all the lights go off. It's pitch black. And then that's where I kind of like pulled her in for a kiss. And then that was our first kiss. But here's the funny part. So
Oh God.
we go upstairs after, and it's like it's getting pretty late. Like we're chilling. It's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning at this point.
Yeah, we're
And
just like talking.
and I'm like, she has to drive all the way to Barrie. I'm like, I'll sleep on the couch. Like you could definitely sleep in my bed.
Yeah, you're being really respectful.
Yeah, I was like, you sleep on my bed. I'll sleep on the couch. She's like, no, like I don't do that. I don't sleep over on the first dates. So our first date, this girl drives home at 3 a.m. to Barrie.
The highway was dead at least.
Yeah, she drove home all the way.
I drove home.
Yeah. So she drove home. I respected it, but at the same time, I thought it was like not the safest. But whatever. She got home safe. And then yeah, our first official date was that Monday. We went to the spa. We worked out. Went to Kensington. Had a peanut butter and jam burger.
Oh my God, I'm going to Kensington's today.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then
Just
that
get
was
that
it.
one.
After that, it was done.
Yeah.
That was it.
The rest
Game
was
over after that.
history.
Yeah. But she didn't know. She judged me at first. See, guys, don't judge a book by its cover.
That's very true. No, I really liked you since day one. So no, we're here. Love you, babe. Yeah, another thing too, leading into the
And they have a
whole-
kid together.
3 kids.
3, Prince, Nala, Nora, 2 or
And
3
Eleanor.
lines, and Eleanor. Sorry,
What's
4.
going on here?
Eleanor's adopted. Don't tell her.
Eleanor's adopted.
We have an adopted human daughter, Eleanor, and
Miley, come here. I don't know where she is.
let's
Say
do
fire.
some rapid fire.
Okay, do you guys enjoy... Okay, also, rapid fire just means quick, no
So
explanation.
yes or
okay?
no? Just yes or no?
Or this
Some
or
are
that.
yes or no, but like
This
this
or
or that.
Should we say
Yeah.
it at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, training together or separate?
Separate.
Wait. Hold on. There's context to that.
Do you
like going
enjoy
to
Do you enjoy
Well-
training together or
Yes.
separate?
only for legs.
Only for legs, yes.
Otherwise,
Anything
every
else?
other.
No.
No. I like going
Okay.
to the gym with her.
Yeah.
Like the whole process of going together. But then when we get in there, it's like,
'Cause
Bye.
we have different training programs and things we're focusing on too. Like,
Yeah.
well, we did.
okay, well, here, I'll
shoulders
answer
back
better.
a few times.
Lately, yes. Lately, yes. She's been
Okay.
giving me some good leg days.
Cheat meal date night, in or out?
Both.
Out. Korean barbecue.
Yeah, see, here's the thing about our cheat meals. I can cook pretty better than most of these places we go. So
I don't like going
they
out
both
to
kind of have the same effect.
yeah.
Yeah, say both. I say both. She says out. I say both.
Matching gym fits or absolutely not?
Yes. We do it often.
We kind of do. Well, yeah.
She'll wear the same clothes as me. We'll wear the exact same sweater and pants, like
It's true.
or the same colors. Yeah, we have like 4 of the same sweaters.
We match more so like on vacation than like the gym though. Like I prioritize making our outfits for vacation.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Reassurance or space?
Reassurance.
Okay. Would you cancel plans or show up exhausted?
Show
Show up exhausted.
Yeah, I just want to say Nick and Nikki are the one couple that on this deathbed, like on my deathbed, they will show up for you. Literally. Like
Be there.
I be there. Cravings. Are you guys usually like a sweet or a salty?
Wait, don't answer yet. Let me think.
Okay, you first. Salty then sweet for desserts.
Okay, let's put it this way. I'm a pastry guy. I don't care for ice cream. I don't care for chocolate. I want a donut or a cookie or a muffin.
So sweet.
So that's sweet?
Yeah.
That could, yeah, sweet. I
Sweets
guess
it is.
sweet.
Okay, last one. Watch food videos together or hide them?
We
Together.
watched them, yeah.
Together.
Even when you were
Together?
deep in prep, we were
Yeah.
watching Eric Take
Well, we were
Lecture.
whole prep. We watched people eating like 20,000 calories a day.
But to get really like into this episode, we did get a few questions and I kind of just wanted to get Nick's opinion about it. And then obviously, Nikki, you're in this too. So
Let's do it.
let's do it. So the first question is, I'm just going to hold it off. Is there a limit to any sort of performance enhancing drugs that one person or the other would not want the other taking? How did you guys navigate that? So I think it's like, was there anything that Nick did take or didn't take during prep where if he was offered it, were you like, hey, this makes me uncomfortable? Same thing for Nick. Or how did you guys go through that?
I think she's smart enough to make her own decisions. The only thing that I'm truly against is, in moderation or not, is insulin. I told her that I didn't want her to do that. Just not because like being bossy, more so because like I find that's the most dangerous thing you could put in your body.
Scary.
So yeah, so in regards to that, she makes her own decisions, and so do I, because we've done this for long enough that we're responsible enough not to go all the way. Because again, it's our hobby. It's not our life. It's not our career. I'm doing it for fun. I'm competitive, and so is she. So anything that's going to be detrimental in the future or even at that present moment, I'd say we both are well aware of that.
Yeah. And it's about being really open to and like letting each other know what our plan has or what it's going to be and what we plan on doing and talk about the future too and being like what we do now, like how is that going to, I guess, affect the future, right?
Yeah,
Because
what's the domino effect of that going to be later on?
yeah. And like you said, this is our hobby and not our whole entire life. So we have to kind of think back and be like,
Yeah.
how's this going to affect us going forward?
Yeah. So there's definitely a limit. I think I'm always on the side of less is more.
Yeah.
And especially for me, if something bothers me, I will cut it or, say something about it.
Yeah. And what was I going to say? And for you too, like, because in the past, like obviously people take things and it changes them or it changes their mood and reactions, but like with you, like you are literally the same person no matter what. Like you literally don't change.
Yeah, lots
Even
of
when you
people
were
said that.
deep in prep, like you were just you. And like at first, like I was kind of like, oh, like I wonder, like the very first prep I did with you, I was like, oh, I wonder like how he's gonna be or how he's gonna act, like what will he need from me more so like as things get harder and whatever. And yeah, you did have some hard days, but for the most part, like everyone even agreed when I said like it didn't even feel like you were prepping. But it's not
I
like that for
say
everyone.
the day before his first show, I was there. And I remember sitting down because I stayed over that night, right? Yeah. And I remember Nick is like making his meal, not stressed at all. And I'm going to go grab water. And he goes, no, 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 I'll grab you water. And I'm like, dude, you're competing tomorrow. Like, sit down. He's like, no, no, I got you. So he's pouring everybody water. He's pouring everybody Diet Coke in the hotel room, like cooking
You're
food
probably
for
making people
Nikki.
snacks.
I was like, no way this guy is competing tomorrow. There is no way this guy is competing tomorrow.
Just
It was
good
insane.
energy, good vibes, and like you love doing it. It's your hobby, like, and it shows, right? And if you hate your life the whole time you're doing it, should you be doing it?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, this is more so for Nick because I know that he's been in other relationships while he's competed. Has competing changed the way you approach relationships?
The way I'll approach a relationship,
Yes.
maybe not the way I would approach it, but the way I would select someone. Yes, the way I would choose someone. Yeah, yeah. Because
How so?
because competing has taught me to finish what you start, and if you're doing it, do it for yourself. Don't do it for anyone else. So being independent, being able to do things on your own, and also seeing things through. So it taught me to kind of go after those traits in someone.
That's a very good one. Yeah.
How about for you, Nikki? Because I know that like you were obviously in another relationship before.
Like
you
I don't
met
care. I
Nick.
don't care if she competed or not in the sense of, oh, look at her medals and look what she's done. It's more so the mindset that you get from competing.
What you take from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, for me, I would say like I appreciate how like because you have your own business, you work for another business, you have the barber shop now, you have like you're doing the peptide business. Like you have so many things on the go and you had so many things on the go when you're prepping and doing the show too. And you're still able to juggle it all so well. And you didn't obviously things, get more of a priority and some things take a little bit of a sacrifice. But for the most part, you didn't let any of those slide or you didn't use bodybuilding as an excuse. Like, well, I'm just going to forget about my goals for the future, financial goals, business, all this because it's bodybuilding. Right. And my
Yeah.
experience before with being someone also being a bodybuilder is that they were the complete opposite, right? I'm going to do everything and anything just for bodybuilding, even if it makes me zero money. Like I want to pursue this without actually kind of being realistic going into that goal that they had. And also just the way that you handle prep and like taking PDs and like all of that is like also a lot different than what I'm used to. So for me, it was very refreshing because obviously, if you have a bad experience with someone who was a bodybuilder before, you're going to go into a new relationship with someone who also competes and being like, oh, fuck, like,
Here we go.
how is this going to
Here we
be?
go
Like, what's
again.
that? But it's just about communicating and be like, how do you handle these things? And just open up these conversations and talking about it. Like, communication is literally everything. And you have to kind of just gauge it and just see what the other person needs and kind of see what their priorities and goals are already outside of bodybuilding.
Yes,
If that's not what you want to pursue for the rest of your life.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you guys think is the hardest part about being in prep while being in a relationship? I guess, like, for you guys, did you navigate any, like, challenging, stressful times while Nick was in prep? Or I know Nikki, like, cut her prep a little bit short this year, but, like, anything that happened where, like, it was challenging for you guys, and how did you navigate that?
Challenging, maybe like very minor things because with you working from home, like your schedule and you can kind of like monitor and change your schedule and time manage things differently than like someone who's working full time outside of the house doing another job.
Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't have to like pre-pack my day the night before and be all flustered and stressed. I would just
Stressed, yeah.
make the food as I need it. I think the most not not a negative, but the most what's the word? Not
Something that
challenging. I guess the only thing we really had to navigate was just whenever we would go somewhere, like, go see our parents for the weekend and navigating, like, all the food and getting to the gym and also still being present with the family. But again,
yeah, because you're in
that's,
prep for a few of the visits up to see my family, and it's just both of us working together, make sure, okay, like what's on your plan? Like we're gonna make sure we have all the food prepped, ready to go. The coolers pack all their stuff. Okay, this is the gym we're gonna go to. You can go there in the morning for your cardio, and then we can have the whole day with the family after that. We'll get our training done at this time. So it's just kind of like just working together and not being like, okay, you got to do that. Like we'll figure it out, kind of thing. We're a team no matter what.
Yeah, I like that you said that. So you guys always planned in advance, but it wouldn't be like this is because you have to do it. It's like how do we do it together? You
Yeah,
navigate
I
it
think,
together.
when I was in the deep prep, when we were at her family's house in the Sioux, only 2 or 3 times did I go to the gym without her, maybe two, just to do cardio. Otherwise, yeah, we do it together.
yeah, make it work.
And I think that another thing that people, just from an outsider perspective, you guys are also very good independently in that sense. So like Nikki respects how like Nick usually likes to pack all of his meals, like his last 3 meals and eat them late at night, where like Nikki is like me, where we're both very structured in like our meal timing. Nikki
Yeah,
doesn't force Nick to do it. Nick doesn't force her to do like his way. It's very much like, let me respect what you like to do and your lifestyle, and how can I meet you in the middle? And I think you guys make that work really well.
Hmm.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like she's her own person. I'm my own person. We are gonna do the things that we need to do, and then find the balance of the stuff that we need to do together as well.
Yeah, I think that's important to kind of be your own person and then you can come together and it just accentuates everything, right? And then just communicating when you'd feel low too, like, oh, like today I'm feeling a bit more low or I'm not really feeling the greatest. Like,
Yeah,
okay, like what do you need in this moment? Like, okay, let's just chill out. Let's just not do a whole lot. And
yeah. They got to the point too near the end where
you can
like
just sit in
even
silence
going for a
inside.
walk outside was a bitch. I was like, no, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, and even just sitting in silence is fine. Like as long as we're together, just in each other's presence, like
Yeah.
and we just know what's going on, and just communicate. Everything literally comes down to communication. Like if you don't have that,
Do you have
you have
anything?
nothing.
Not all peptides are created equal. Introducing Align Biosciences, a research-first peptide company built on precision, not hype. From metabolic and recovery pathways to cognitive and hormonal research, every compound is developed with strict standards and verified through independent lab testing. We don't rely on flashy promises because real science doesn't need them. If you're still guessing your peptide quality, you're already behind. For more information, please visit our website and use code NICK10 to check out.
Yeah.
What's next?
Okay. Have you ever felt like prep put a strain on your relationship?
A strain of our relationship.
I think it made it stronger in a way, just because like we experienced so much. Like,
No, I don't think you put a strain.
Well-
Okay, I have a better way. In the past, yes.
Like in
In the
other
past-
relationships?
Yeah, in the past, yes.
and yeah, I second that for myself too.
But with her, it's not just supporting me with her words, she also supported me with her actions. So meaning, she wasn't coming around and ordering Uber Eats and da da da. If I was in prep, she was kind of in prep too, on the same
Always
front.
in
Like she
prep.
was structured. Yeah, no, she's getting better. She's getting better. She's getting better. She's getting good, and she's still getting lean.
Yeah.
No, it was a lot easier. There was less strain because she accepted that I was in prep and knew that there's going to be some restrictions on certain things, and instead of her making those problems, she just rolled with it.
Yeah.
So I
And
don't think
sometimes you have to pick up the slack a little bit when things get low and energy gets low, but you're like, you still got things done that you needed to. And like, I like to take on the role where like, I'm getting the laundry done, putting it away, folding it for him, putting it away, like doing the house cleaning, the chores, like the animals are taken care of, like everything's good. So there's nothing else that
animals.
he needs to worry about, just like taking, when things get low, like what can I take off your plate to make your life
But I still like,
easier?
yeah,
That's
yeah, and it's kind of like I still like to keep busy though too. I don't like. There's a lot of times too, even now to this day, she's like, "Let me make that meal for you," or "Let me do that for you," and I'm like, "No, no, no, I'm good. Just do yours first," type of thing. So
yeah.
no strain, no strain. The opposite.
But it's more so in other relations. And I think also you guys being in other relationships that probably
both of
did put a strain on your relationships. You knew what you didn't want to put into this relationship while you were competing. Like you had to go
That's true.
through those experiences to get to where you are today. Because I bet you right now, if both of you guys never went through what you went through with your previous relationships, your relationship now wouldn't be as strong as it is.
It's very true. And so many different ways too.
Yeah. Okay, this is a little TMI, so I don't know if you guys are comfortable with this, but hit you. How do you deal with the sex life in prep? I think this is more so probably like 6 weeks and under when like
No,
food
6
gets
weeks you're
really
good.
low.
6
No,
weeks you're
no.
good. For me,
For girls, I'm saying like I know Nikki never got to that point.
well,
but
yeah, I
for
never experienced
girls,
that with her. For me personally, I would say probably 3 weeks out. Like is like I'm
nothing.
just like
Yeah.
like it's not that I'm lose attraction or anything like that. It's just kind of like by the time it's that time of night, I'm like half asleep. I'm tired. I just wanted to go to sleep.
Mornings.
That's
how you navigate that.
Yeah.
Do it in the morning.
True.
Well,
Or
what
like
if Nick
just
had
feel
a
each
busy
other out,
day?
right?
What if Nick had a busy day and he had to go do cardio? Would
Nick
he
does
still?
cardio in the morning. I always did it in the morning. First
Yeah,
thing as soon as I woke up at the
I know, but I'm
treadmill there
saying
at the
like,
bike.
would you go do that or would you guys go do your business first?
I'm doing cardio. I'm doing cardio.
Okay, that's what I'm
I'm
asking.
doing cardio.
Yeah.
Cardio.
Or business first, then cardio, and then we get the day started.
But we did talk about that, like near the end of prep, where I did give her reassurance, like has nothing to do with you. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's not really just a thought right now.
And I understand that because like I know how it is a few weeks out from a show and how you're feeling. And like you just feel each other out, right? Like, okay, I know you had I know you had a long day and I can sense that you're a bit low. I'm not gonna be all over and be like, oh, let's have sex. Like you can just match the energy and just do a little cuddle instead, But communication.
I was going to say, I want to address the fact that you guys had that conversation. Like Nick literally said, hey, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact that there's a lot of performance enhancing drugs in me right now. My estrogen is low. I'm probably not it's not working
Yeah,
properly.
or just
He has to
physically tired to do it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or you can just he'd be down, but I would just do all the work, you know? Like, sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta trade off.
No, but I had to say something. I had to say something to her though, because like
Yeah.
we're pretty like steady Eddie when it comes to that. So I
Steady
didn't want her
Eddie.
to be like, "What's wrong? He doesn't love me."
Right, and, like, I'm more aware to think that way. Like, I know how you're feeling and what the process is that close to show, so, like,
I love you guys. Oh my god.
yeah.
I don't know though. Near the in Vegas and all that, was it? Yeah, it was probably still the same.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, that's that. Is it easier dating someone who also competes compared to someone who doesn't? I guess we
I
kind
think
of
that
went
can
through
go
this a little
back
bit.
to what he said, just what bodybuilding and competing can bring you in your life away from the stage, like the things you can learn and take away from it. I think that aspect is a benefit for sure. I feel like if someone is doing it and the other person is also doing it, you have an easier understanding of it. So it's easier to support, but that's not like it's not like you need to, right? The other person can just communicate. And then the other person who doesn't compete or never has competed before just needs to be curious and wonder how to support and just keep asking questions.
100%. I agree with you. And like you said, it all leads back to communication.
Literally. Yeah.
The last question is, what's something people don't admit about dating a competitor?
it's a tough one. What's something people don't admit about dating a competitor?
Mm.
I won't admit that my legs are smaller than hers. Tell her every night before we go to bed, my legs are bigger.
Every night, literally.
Good night, babe. My legs are bigger. Have a good have a good
Yeah, have a good dream.
I don't know. I think some couples could get jealous of one another. Some could get jealous, could be like seeing that one person looking really good, really dialed, and the other person's like, whoa, fuck, like I'm dragging
That's
my head.
funny that you said that because my posing coach said that to me about my ex because we did a show together and she told me after we broke up, he's not going to watch this, so I don't care. But she was like, when you won your show and he didn't place, he was mad. You could tell he was mad. So, like, I do get that. And I think that does happen in the industry a lot. And I think that's why a lot of the relationships don't last if there's two competitors, is you have to see success as your partner is succeeding.
That's true. And also, insecurities play a big role too. Like
Yeah.
if you're with someone who's more on the insecure side, then they would kind of bring you down, like, oh, you don't have to do that. Like, why are you doing that? Like, always questioning it or trying to bring you down. Or
Or
so,
your own mental health is sacrificed because theirs is in the shitter.
yeah.
Yep.
So it's making sure you're both in a good place and both have that secure mindset so you don't feel like you're dragging each other down.
Yeah,
You're
like
always working
we
to
always
move forward with whatever you're doing.
we always say like, if one person is like, it's like a battery, like your iPhone on like 10% and the other person's at like 70, 80, we need to charge, we need to from each other kind of
Mhm.
get charged up.
Yeah.
Where if both people are at zero, it's hard to ground off of one or the other person.
Yeah. Like you're zero. Okay. Me too. Let's just sit here and rot. Or like there's days I'll be 100 and you'll be like 10 and like, oh, yeah, I would say that, like, the insecurities would play a role in that question, and I think that would be
Yeah, probably
if
it.
there's any.
That's all person to person, though.
Yeah.
That's all personable. I mean, for us, that there's nothing. Just that my legs are bigger.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
can wish.
I say this to Nikki all the time, but those were all of the questions, by the way. But I do tell this to Nikki, and I think a lot of people see this too, is your relationship is one of those relationships where it's just like, oh, if that if it looks like that, then I don't want it. If it doesn't look like that, then I don't want it.
Yeah,
You know?
I love that, and that's, like,
I love
Yeah,
that.
but what you see is
what you
not
get.
just no. What you guys see of us is not easy in the sense of it's just like that. Like we put a lot of work into,
I
having
know.
hard conversations
Hard conversations,
and
communication.
always talk about things and how do you feel about the way that was said or that was done. So like, it's what you don't see behind closed doors is a lot of the hard work that gets us to what you see when we're around you.
Yeah,
Right. So it's not just like easy plug and play. Hey, yeah, we're good. Love of my life, blah blah blah. It's not like that. You got to
Yeah. And we're not
Well,
perfect either,
no,
right?
we
Like,
have fights, we have arguments, we have disagreements, but at the end of the day, we both come back to one another and realize, and how did that affect you? What could I do different? And then you guys see us after, and we've done different.
it's literally like, it's literally conflicting properly. Like, that's huge, right?
But you
Yeah.
need to have not arguments, you need to have disagreements, right? You're not
Yeah.
the same person. Like Nick said, you guys are two completely different people, but you're working together to become
Yeah.
one.
And if like there is a disagreement, it's like, okay, well, what's your view on this opinion or this thing that caused it and what's mine? And let's understand each other's point of view and where it came from and why is it like that? And then we understand it's more of like a discussion than like you have to go into it more of like a discussion and communication, just like I'm trying to understand the other person versus like, how am I going to fight with this person? Like, you need to like agree with me. Like, no, like that's not how it works, right?
See, like when you do like couples counseling, you guys don't, I hope you never have to do it. But when you do couples counseling, a lot of the times the therapist will tell you or tell the clients, you're going into an argument or going into a discussion or whatever with the idea of my word. Whereas you have to try to open your ears on the other side and say, how can I listen to the other person? What are they actually saying? Like you can like Nick can say something to Nikki and Nikki will take it one way, but she needs to understand how Nick is actually trying to
Yeah,
communicate that.
exactly.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot too.
Yeah.
Misinterpreting things and stuff like that.
Yeah. And we listen to lots of different podcasts together too. And like we would pause it and like talk about things like, hey, like, what did you think about that?
Hey, Love is Blind is great too.
Oh, they have reality shows.
So good.
It teaches you a
So the
lot.
last season,
Did you watch
that
that
was
season
good.
10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I really like that one. Especially who was that guy that
The soccer guy.
God, don't even get me started.
Yes, don't get me started with the soccer guy.
Literally don't
He's
shut
such
the
a
fuck up when we
liar.
watch that show.
Yeah,
I
it's
literally don't
hard.
shut up when we watch this. Like I'm constantly like yelling at the TV and like,
Yeah, we
"Oh, no, girl.
we
yes."
just got into the UK one too. We're done the UK one also.
We finished
I think
that last
I
night.
like it
actually.
though. I like that show. It shows you a lot about like how people should really navigate a relationship, and it's like, what are your non-negotiables? What do you see? Where do you see this X, Y, and Z? Unless you're just dating to be fun and whatever, you
dating
kind
just
of
to have fun.
yeah, but
Now I
you
am.
still have
Sorry, I'm
those.
gonna cut that. I'm
Probably
cutting that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's you should be, if you want to be in a healthy relationship, you should ask the questions that are going to get you there.
That's very true.
Those were all of the questions, but I have a question because I know Nikki does a really good job with this, and I think that's why you guys navigate it so well, is navigating the idea of you are not just a bodybuilder. And especially now, like, I don't know if Nick is comfortable, like, opening up and talking about, like, if he plans to compete or when he plans to compete again or what his future with bodybuilding is. But you both have never just been bodybuilders. You've been bodybuilders, entrepreneurs, like, you have a job, you have life goals outside of bodybuilding.
Mhm.
So I just wanted you guys to kind of talk about that.
Yeah, well, I could talk first. Like, I'm not a fanboy by any means. I've played sports. I've never really followed the sports. Bodybuilding, I don't care who's out there. I don't like Olympia's cool, this and that, but it's never been like, oh, that's my dream. That's my dream. It's kind of just like I have fun doing it. I like setting that goal. I like getting into good shape and doing the process, but um, definitely doesn't define me in any way because it's the only sport really where you are the captain, the goalie, every position. You play every position when you're bodybuilding, right? So it's the most selfish sport on earth that anyone could do. The whole time is about you. So I think just based off of that, it's not a very lifelong committing sport unless you want to be very lonely. And for me, moving forward, like I said to Nikki, I would like to compete again one day, but I think I would rather like to compete as a dad and like have like our kid in the audience with her, because like I think that'd be so cool to like, because my dad didn't bodybuild, but if my dad was jacked when I was a kid, I'd be like, that's my dad.
Yeah.
So I kind of would like to do it again when that happens.
And it's
That-
fun to show your kids like, okay, dad's setting a goal and we're doing it and they're seeing it a day in and day out, right?
Yeah, like look at Johnny. He's gonna bring his kids to his shows. That's gonna be so fun for them.
Yeah.
I love that. I know.
Exactly. I think
Yeah.
it's more rewarding at that point. I don't like obviously the goal was to get the pro card and whatever, and I
Never say never.
probably would have only competed once as a pro, but like it, at this point the pro card is our future. That's the pro card. So we're slowly going towards that every day, and
And that's just us and like our goals with the sport. Like a lot of people, like all like power to you. Like we have friends who like want to do this long term and like be on the Olympia stage like yourself, and we will be front row fucking seat there. Okay. But that's just us and like what we plan to do with it. And that's totally fine.
yeah, but that could change too for you, Eleanor, because at the end of the day, when you do compete at that level, everything else around you will suffer. Might not be right now, might not be tomorrow, it might be a year from now, 2 years from now, but everything does take a hit when you compete. So
It does depend how you navigate it.
no, everything you can navigate it as much as you want, but bodybuilding takes is you're responsible for 24 hours of the day. You're
Yes.
responsible for your sleep. You're responsible for getting your gym in. You're responsible for your meals. You're responsible for also making a living at the same time. So
When you're doing it like that at that level, like that is your full-time thing anyways. So it is navigated differently and it is prioritized because it's that's your job now.
yeah,
But yeah, but like for us, and that's also like the decisions we make with how far we want to push things, what we want to do, because like my future matters. And I'm with someone who like makes me feel the most feminine I've ever felt in my life. And I love the way I feel and how I am and in my life right now. So I don't want to affect that anymore also. So
Yeah.
that kind of I guess adds into the a previous question that someone had about like how to navigate things we take and whatever and how to think about that. So
yeah.
that's another thing to throw in there. But yeah, that's our journey.
Mm.
I love you
He's been
guys.
competing a lot longer than I. Like I said, all those medals are not mine. A catfish.
Yeah. 14,
14.
14 and 3 overalls. Yep.
Yeah, you've done hella good.
14 and 3 overalls. And I was in a magazine. And I was on the cover of CPA magazine.
Uh,
Yeah. Did you know
And
about that?
you probably wouldn't have gotten a chance to get to where you are, and I mean like in your relationship without having to compete all of those times. And I'm not saying like, people say, "Oh, I didn't get the pro card, so I failed." I think you not getting the pro card was probably maybe at least yet was a realization of one day you're going to be stepping on a stage and getting your pro card and your kids are going to be there and you're probably going to be thankful that you didn't get it now, but you're going to be getting it later, right?
That could
right?
be. That
Everyone
could
That's
be.
has
how
their
I see
time,
it.
depending. Yeah.
But for me, it's the pro card would be nice. It's cool. It's this and that. But I'm kind of like at the mindset now where it's like, if and when I do it again, it's if unless I do really well, then whatever. But I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. Like I'm not pushing crazy off seasons. I'm not gonna do that. It's not worth it for me.
Because it's not your end all be all, right?
Yeah.
The
For me
funsies thing.
personally, with
That's
the
totally
nature of the work that I do, I gotta be on. I gotta be cognitive. I gotta be able to respond and have a really good memory of my schedule and stuff like that. So, if you're bodybuilding all
It's
the
hard to
time, then
do
that's
that.
yeah, it's hard for me to account for everything that needs to be done in a day.
And I don't know about y'all, but that statement is so attractive to me because and I tell you this all the time. Unless
She
it's your
does.
fault, like, but like I said, like if it's your full time job and it's making you money and it's your full time thing and this is your life, then sure, 100%, I'm right beside you. But like, if you feel like I don't know, I already explained
At
it.
the end of the day,
I love your mindset.
at the end of the day, it's just priorities, and people nowadays don't have their priorities right. Their priorities are set on short term. Months from now is 16 weeks out. That's your priority. You don't even know what the hell you're going to be doing 5 years from now, but you're focused on 16 weeks out. So, and another thing too about bodybuilding that I always say to people is it makes time go by really fast. It makes time go by really fast because you're wishing your life away. Like, oh my God, I'm 16 weeks out. Can't wait for 16 weeks to go by. Then it goes by. Oh my God, I'm 7 weeks out. Can't wait for all this time to go by. Bodybuilding also really, you wish your time away. That's it. At the end of the day, you're like, oh man, I can't wait to be 3 weeks out. I'm 10 weeks out now. Well, what about all those weeks in between and all those experiences in between and everything else that could happen in your life that just becomes null and void because you have a fucking show?
Well, but
Uh,
that's also why you can't just navigate it as I'm only a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And that's what people have a problem with, is they think I'm only a bodybuilder and that's the only thing that matters. But
Yes.
guess what? There's other shit that matters. There's so much other shit that matters.
Yeah.
Everything in life matters. And that's why I personally think, one, you do need to take time off. Miley, oh my God. Sorry. I think you do need to take time off with your partner so you can actually navigate how to be in a relationship when you're not just a competitor.
I tell you this all the time. Like I give you props for the way you handle things because you are like, you have this goal to do this and like be on that Olympia stage, but then you're also not letting, you're still striving for a career. You're always working. You have so many other things on the goal and so many other goals, and like you do it all. And I really respect the ones who can do it all and don't let other things sacrifice, and they're very realistic like you, because that's when you know you really do love the sport and also everything else you're doing. Like you're not letting that go to shit, basically. Like you still have other things you're working on because you are taking the time off too, which is important.
Yeah.
Yep. But I
Yeah.
also like the fact that in bodybuilding, there are people like Nick who have been bodybuilding, competing for a long period of time. And maybe when you were my age, you were in the same mindset of like, I'm gonna give it my all. And maybe 6 years from now, I'm gonna
Me?
look back and yeah, like maybe 6 years from now, I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna be really proud of the fact that I took another year off, right? Or I'm gonna be like, why didn't I live a little bit more? So that's why I'm taking the time off now. But that's
You
also
need that
why
balance.
you need that balance. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's different. It's
I
different
don't
for me
know.
too. I didn't start. If I had started competing at your age, that'd be a different story. I didn't start competing till I was like maybe like 26 ish, maybe around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, or just maybe even thought about competing around that time. Where nowadays
Yeah.
people are they step into the gym and they're like, oh, I want to compete. Competing wasn't even ever. I didn't even know what competing was, to be honest with you.
It's really
I
escalated.
didn't know what it was. I had my best friend at the time sit down in my chair. I was cutting his hair. He's like, Nick, you want to compete? I'm like, what do you mean compete? You want to go play soccer? What are you talking about?
Like you're being what? Yeah.
And then he goes, bodybuilding show. And I'm like, and I looked at him and I'm like, okay, like, yeah, he's in good shape, but I kind of got a little bit better build than him. I was like, yeah, well, fuck, if you're going to do it, I'll do it. Let's do it.
I'll do-
And we both did it with, I don't know if we had a coach or not at the time, but we both kind of did it. He did it. He found it a little bit more tough. He didn't get the results he wanted. I did it and right away got really good results. I had like Fidel gravitate to me. He was coaching me. He was doing posing with me all because, we just had a good connection. So like,
And you got hooked.
I think that's how it went was like, when I did it out of random bet to do it. And then I found that it was good. I did well. And yeah, I got hooked. And also I'd never seen myself look like that in my life. And I always aspired to look like that. You in elementary school and you have those some kids who are just like fucking 8-pack for no reason and this and that, right? I was never one of those kids. I was always athletic, but never diced like that as a kid. Some kids were. So that's definitely something that I wanted to achieve and see how I would look like that. And then once you see that once, it's hard to go back, right?
Hmm.
It's hard to unsee that and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be regular and do this and that.
That's
So
so true.
yeah, competing was never in the cards for me. It was just a random thing. Because competing
But
competing
if you
wasn't
didn't
even.
compete, you would have never met Nikki.
Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. But competing back then was not how it is now. It doesn't have the same glory and how so many people are into it. Like nowadays, it's like I see kids who are like early 20s, if that, and they're already, starting to do gear and this and that, and they've never really, experienced life yet. So I think it's a fine line of obsession versus, reality, and people need to tread lightly on that. If you get obsessed, then your reality is going to be distorted. So learn to tread lightly on that, have fun with it, but don't go too far left or too far right.
Yeah. I
Mic
like what
drop.
you said. Mic drop. And I like what you said about like choosing when to take your time off, and that time off is important. And that's what you're doing because you're choosing to take this year off, this time off with what we talked about before, your like hormones and everything too. That's one thing, but also this is your busiest year with getting your career going, your applications, finishing school, the puppy. Like you have so many other things, and you mindfully took this year off for that, which I think is like extremely good.
I'm also living my best life, and I'll tell
And she's
you,
living her best life.
my hormones are coming back. That's for sure.
The signs are there. Let's go.
Finally. See, that's the other thing too, right? To be the age you're at and to already, not just you, just other women in general, to be at like early 20s and already be battling with hormone issues that someone might battle in their 50s. That's not normal. So that's where you also have to take a step back and do that whole, reality versus obsession thing. And
A little different though, because I've
'cause
experienced
you're
issues since I was 12.
yeah, how the gym affected you was different. I'm talking more so someone who's just in it for competing, like for the
Yeah.
glory to be on stage, not so
without
much.
any underlying
Yeah,
health
yeah,
issues
yeah,
or
yeah.
any-
Not like, oh yeah, the gym is like the place where I can go and do get in my head and love myself. Not that. I'm talking more so the people who are just gung ho and it's like, competing is life. It's like it's really not. It's really not.
Yeah. Exactly.
But damn.
Yeah, and even for you too, I'm happy that you had that realization that, you needed to take that year off. Because do you think you would have accomplished what you accomplished this year if you were in prep right now? Or do you think it would have slowed it down a little bit?
It would have slowed it down, but I think I would have been able to do it. I just wouldn't have been able to do everything. Like in the last month, I'm a completely different person, I feel like, than I
Yep.
was a month ago. And I wouldn't
Yep.
have been able to do a lot of this stuff if I didn't just give myself like the free time. But I feel good. I feel hungry. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm a little drained. I've had one meal today.
Same.
You're behind.
You and me both.
Better get it going.
And I went golfing. Yeah, yeah.
But thank you, Nick. Don't leave yet. Thank you, Nick, for being on the podcast. We really appreciate you and everything you do and all of your insights. Nick and Nikki.
Special guest. This was our special guest.
If you
Well, thank
guys
you.
are
I
on
feel like
Spotify, make sure you give us a follow. If you are on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. We will put all of Nick's information down below. If you guys watched, we also had an ad. Nick is now working in the peptide space. So I'll put the link for that down below as well.
Yes.
Yes. And I'll put Nick's all information, me and Nikki's, and the podcasts.
Yeah.
Thank you,
No, it was awesome.
guys.
Thanks for having me and thanks for the questions. I hope those help people navigate whatever they need to navigate. And at the end of the day, everyone has the same 24 hours. It's what you do in those 24 hours that makes you who you are. So find out what you want to be and go after it.
And is key.
Yeah.